Hello everybody. This is Kenny again with the Natural State Gardener and Homestead. I know it's been a long time since we've done a video. We've been kind of cooped up in the house with this COVID stuff going around, but we've been doing a little bit of work out in the yard, and it is springtime. Spring has sprung. It's about 85 degrees here in Arkansas, Central Arkansas today, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So I thought I'd take this little opportunity to kind of show you around. It's going to kind of be a long video because I want to take you to the garden and show you what we've done in the garden, the vegetable garden, and show you some of the things that are coming up and how we've planted them and how we put them together. But first, I am really proud of my little shade garden here, and I'd like to show it to y'all right now. Let me turn this camera around. If I can. Can I turn it around? Maybe it won't turn around. Okay, we'll do it this way. All right. Here we are, y'all. This is some of our Japanese maples. Now, we keep it real around here. We've got junk scattered everywhere, so I know we're not the only people that do that, so we're keeping it real. All this pristine looking stuff, that's not real life. This is real life right here, right? There's one of our Japanese maples that survived. That's a Fire Glow. Tickled to death with that. That's going to grow and do a really nice job for us this year. We've got moss growing up on top of our chicken coop. I think that really looks nice. Roses are budded out. Look how the roses are budded out. They're really going to put on a show in a week or so. Our azaleas are beautiful. Look at that pretty pink on that azalea. This is a new Japanese maple that's supposed to be a coral bark. I'm not sure that it is. It's supposed to be. But anyway, that's one of my new Japanese maples that we just picked up yesterday. It's in a pot, so I may leave it in a pot and move it to the deck or move it somewhere. But right now, I've just put it in there in that space. All these hostas you see, we relocated most of these hostas from up there on the deck. I may show you that in a little bit. But where we had all those elephant ears, if you'll remember, if you'll look back a few videos, you'll see where we harvested all of those elephant ears and put roses in its place. And so the elephant ears were shading their hostas last year, but now we're not going to have any shade on them up there, so we moved them down here and built a shade garden. There's a Christmas fern. There's some of the what I call ditch ferns. Christina calls them rattlesnake ferns. We harvested those at the farm. We did that in a video not long ago. There's Rooster Cogburn pecking out his way. Here's another purple azalea. Here's an azalea that hadn't quite bloomed. And all of these azaleas I moved. I transplanted them back last fall. And so they've all lived and survived and done well. Some of them are just late to bloom. There's another little hosta. There's a hosta coming up right there that was actually here last year. And then over here on this side, these are some more of the bigger azaleas that we moved. Some of the hostas that are coming up and doing real well. Rooster Cogburn says hello again. There's some more of our real life stuff, things scattered about. There's some, this is some, gosh, what do they call that? Everyone in the world has it. It has little pink flowers on it in the springtime. Sunshine ligustrum. We have sunshine ligustrum, and this is, gosh, I'll think of it in a minute. Getting old is terrible, isn't it? I hate getting old. This is a snowball or a white wedding hydrangea, I think, either a white wedding or a, what do they call those things? Here's our grasses. They're doing real well. Here's some more of the Japanese maples that we bought and put together. Another one here, another one over there. Really, really pretty. It really made it and survived well through the winter. That one looks like it's finally budding out on top. May have to do a little trimming on these. I don't know if you're supposed to trim them the first year or not. They need some trimming for sure. Now, here's some of the elephant ears that are coming up that we harvested. There's one right there. There's 3 or 4 in here. They're just not poked out of the ground yet. Here's some little daylilies and naked ladies in here. There's another one of those. Hey, what do they call these purple things, Christine? I can't remember. Loropetalum. Loropetalum. They're loropetalum. That's what they are. Here's another Japanese maple. This is that's a little bloodgood, I think. Pretty little tree. It'll shape up nicely. Here we have a mystery. I think it's an oak that we've put in here and it survived. We do have some ostrich ferns that we've planted out in here, but they've not came up yet. I think we've got one maybe that showed its head. Yeah, there's one right over there if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it over there or not. And then here's another elephant ear that's popping its head up. There's another hydrangea. We've got one here. We've got one there in front of that little tree, and we've got another one over in front of that tree. Here's another elephant ear poking its head out. That's why I haven't weed eated all this, honestly, is because I don't know where I don't remember where I put all of my elephant ears, and I sure don't want to cut the tops of them off. There looks like another one coming right there. Is it? No, that's not. But they're all throughout here. Maybe we can get them most of them to come up. They don't come up this year, they'll come up next year, but I'm sure they'll come. Okay, this is that bed that when I had my tiller here on my tractor, this is where we tilled all this up to make kind of a shade garden. But looking back towards the house, you can see trees are just now starting to leave out. Those are ash trees, and they're really late about putting out. Matter of fact, I'm kind of worried about this one here, but I think it'll be okay. They're just a little bit late in coming out. Now we'll go to our vegetable garden. Hi, Dixie. Dixie's hot. It's in the mid-80s today. It's pretty hot for the 8th of April in Arkansas. But Dixie's doing a little panting. She's hot today. Oh, here's another little maple tree that came. And this is one that I bought that was supposed to be, well, it was in that batch of Japanese maples that I bought last fall, but I'm not real sure what type maple it is. It's a pretty tree. It's going to make a nice tree. We will have to trim the bottom limbs off of it, though, for sure. There's our crepe myrtle starting to put out. And I don't cut these things off like a lot of people do and murder them. We try to leave the stems long and have a canopy. I'm going to try to keep this clean in the middle, and all my canopy will be up top. Say hello, Christina.
Hey.
Tell them about your garden.
I got a sweet pea bloom, finally. So my sweet peas are gonna finally take off.
I thought I was your sweet pea.
No. I got a stink bug I'm chasing. I can't seem to catch and kill. There it is.
What else is in there?
There's some carrots in the bottom.
Okay.
Then potatoes are starting to come up on one row.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about our potatoes. If you saw the video where we put our potatoes in the ground, you can kind of see how we did them. We've got one row that's coming on pretty well. The other two are not doing much or anything. We've got one plant, I think, on the far end of this row. I'm really afraid that what happened to them is we've had so much rain since I put them out. I'm afraid they've rotted in the ground. And if you garden any, you're going to have problems. You're going to have some uh-ohs and some things that happen. But here's what's coming up so far. They're healthy looking. They look great. What we do have, but there are not very many of them. Here's two up here. And, you know, where they're coming out is up on the high side. So it gives me concern that maybe they rotted. We sure hope not. But if they did, that'll free up row space for poker hull peas or okra or something, because it'll be the middle of July before we can dig potatoes anyway. So that'll free up some row space if they rotted, which I really hope they didn't, but I'm afraid that they did. This is an empty row here. Here's a row of tomatoes. How many different tomatoes have you got set out, baby?
4. This is Brandywine and Mortgage Lifter. And then these were cucumbers that didn't like all the rain, so I've reseeded. These were yellow peppers that are finally seeing some sunshine. They may start to grow.
The ground has been just a little bit too cool. The temperatures outside have been okay, but you know, your soil temperature is a little bit, sometimes if it's too cool, things are slow. And so if you put a garden out early like we have, with your fingers crossed and hoping we don't have any more frost, if it's slow, it's more than likely because the ground is a little bit too cool, but it will warm up and they'll catch up and take off. So don't be too concerned with them being small right now. They'll grow. Now, you made some little teepee looking things here with your pallets. What'd you do here?
Well, those are cherry tomatoes walked over. These are jalapenos. These were for my cucumbers.
Okay, you're gonna grow cucumbers over it then.
Well, I was going to. That was my plan. But as you can see,
we have a squash plant.
that don't look like no cucumber I've ever seen.
We have one squash plant right there. Well, we'll have to move them, but that's a great idea. We'll just train our cucumbers over these, and then we'll be able to pick them up high, and they won't be on the ground.
So there's 4 or 5 flowers on it. I guess it's gonna
make us some squash.
It's definitely not.
Hey man, you want some squash? No, sound like somebody sat on dinner.
And
remember that old?
Those were squash that just, I don't know.
We've not made it. I'm gonna get my tiller out here today. We've had a few days of dry, warm weather, so I'm gonna till things up a little bit and
These are Cherokee purple.
These are some Cherokee purple. I love Cherokee purple. If you've never had any Cherokee purple, you've never raised any, do yourself a favor and get some. Dixie, get out of the farm garden. Get out of the garden.
So she stepped on some turnips.
The only thing that we had successfully come up that we planted in the ground is radishes. That's the only thing that we've had come up. So don't despair because we've not had much luck ourselves. But it's early, things will turn around. We've got plenty of time. But I just wanted to give you kind of a little quick tour of what's blooming, and the front yard is really pretty. We've done a lot in the front yard. Our grass is really beautiful and green right now. I'm gonna build another shade bed and shade garden right over there behind my neighbor's house. And that'll be pretty. You can see the Japanese maples there, and then there's another one over there by that cedar tree. Then over here I've planted oak trees and crepe myrtles to get them to grow up. There's a big crepe myrtle back over there. So just a little update. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you stayed till the end. I want you to like, subscribe, leave us a comment. Tell us what you think. Tell us what we're doing wrong. Tell us what we're doing right. And we would appreciate it. So till next time, this is Kenny with the Natural State Gardener and Homestead, and Christina and Dixie would like to say hello and thank you for inviting us into your home.
You showed them my shoes now.
I didn't show them my pants hiked up around my armpits though. Thanks guys, bye.